Couple of decades before the birth of Muhammad ﷺ lived a king called Yusuf Asar, who was known for his unjust in Najran, Yemen, and had a helper who was blind. One day, his witch came and asked, I am very old now. I want to teach a kid magic. So the king said, yeah, you may find a kid and teach him magic. So he found a kid, and the kid came to him every day to learn magic. But one day he was on his way and he saw a priest who was teaching Islam. And so the kid learned about Islam and he knew that Islam needs faith but magic doesn't. So one day he was walking to the priest and he saw a big monster that was making everyone run back to their home. So he picked up a rock and he said, اللهم إن كان أمر الراهب أحب إليك من أمر الساحر فاقتل هذه الدابة حتى يمضي الناس. Which means, oh God, if the priest is better than the magic teacher, then kill this monster so that people can walk by. He threw the rock and the monster died. Then he went to the priest and told him what happened. And the priest told him that you will be tested by God and miracles might happen to you. But if they happen, don't tell the king where I live. One day, the king helper came to the kid and told him, if you make me see again, I will give you all these gifts that I brought. So the kid said, I can't make you see again, but I can pray to God to make you see again. So he prayed and prayed, and then the king helper could see now. The helper came back to the castle. The king noticed that his helper can see now. So the king asked in a surprised tone, how can you see now? And then the helper replied, Allah is the one who brought my sight back. And then he said, do you have another God? I'm your only God, said the king. And then he pointed out to his soldiers, take him to jail. He doesn't deserve to be my helper anymore. You there, soldier, said the king. Go get me the priest and go get me the kid that everyone's talking about these days. So the soldier did. He brought the kid and the priest, and when they arrived, they also saw the helper. And the king asked, do you still believe in a God other than me? And they all said yes. So the king told his soldiers to kill the priest and to kill the helper. The king told some of his soldiers to take him on top of a mountain and then drop him. And when they reached, the kid said a dua, and it was, Allahumma kfinihim bima shi't. Then the mountain shook, and all the soldiers fell off and died. Then he came back to the king. Then the king said, how are you still alive? In an angry voice. He said, God saved me. So then he told some of his soldiers to take him into the middle of the sea and drop him. So then when they arrived, he said, Allahumma kfinihim bima shi't. So they all sunk, but the kid was still alive. The kid came back to the king, and this time the king said, how are you still alive? And the kid said, Allah saved me. But if you want to kill me, I want you to gather all the people in the city to see my death. And then I want you to take my bow and put an arrow in the middle of it. And then say Bismillah Rabbil Ghulam, which means by the name of the kid's God. And so he did. And then he shot the arrow and it landed in the middle of his chest. And now everyone believed in Allah. They saw that Allah is the only God. And there's no way that this king, the unfair one, is a God. And so the king got very angry. And he said, whoever doesn't believe in me will be thrown into a valley. So people remained Muslim. And so they were put one by one in the valley. And so one of the moms there had a little baby who still didn't know how to talk. And then they said, how is this fair? My baby is very small. You can't kill him. And then the kid said, be patient, Mom. We're on the right track. And that was one of the miracles that happened to those people in the city. And then they were put in the fire.